This day has been so trash. My best friend Ben and our friend Eli and I have always wanted to do robotics club together. Like, ever since kindergarten, we've been waiting for the day when we're old enough to join, and well, today was that day. And we all signed up, but there were way too many kids who wanted to do it, and guess who didn't make it in? Me! And guess who did make it in? Ben and Eli. So now I'm totally left out. They're gonna be doing robotics every day after school, and it's gonna be all they talk about and wanna do on the weekends. Why would God let them in and not me? Seriously, I'd like an answer.
The Life of Joseph, Episode 3, Back in Business. Last time on The Life of Joseph, Pharaoh, the most powerful man in Egypt, had a troubling dream. Joseph, with God's help, was able to tell him what it meant. For the next 7 years, crops would grow healthy and there would be plenty of food for everyone. But after those 7 good years, a famine would hit. There would be no rain and no food. Those 7 years would be really hard. God helped Joseph come up with a plan. Pharaoh was so impressed that he made Joseph second in command, meaning the only one with more power than Joseph in all of Egypt would be Pharaoh himself. For the 7 years of plenty, Joseph had everyone bring their extra grain to be stored up. This was a way to make sure that when the 7 years of famine hit, there would still be food and no one would starve. During the first 7 years of plenty, the people followed Joseph's instructions and stored up extra food. Then, just as God had told Joseph, the famine hit. But God had a plan, and Joseph chose to trust God. Back home, Joseph's brothers, the same ones who had him sold off to those traders, were feeling the effects of the famine. They were hungry and they needed food. They knew there was food in Egypt, so their father sent them off to buy grain. As they stood before Joseph in all his Egyptian garb, the brothers didn't recognize him, but Joseph immediately knew who they were. Those brothers would never have dreamed Joseph was alive and that he would be the one who would save them when they needed food. In that moment, Joseph understood that what his brothers meant for harm, God used for good. Now Joseph was in a position, because he trusted God every step along the way, to save his own family. Joseph trusted God through every change along the way. Trusting God didn't make the changes easier or the hard times feel good, but God took the bad things and turned them into something good. Only God can do that. So remember, no matter what happens, when you're afraid, when you feel like you're all alone, when things seem crazy or don't make sense, God is in control. Remember, I can trust God no matter what.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6.
So what you're saying is God is a lot smarter than me? And maybe just like Joseph, he's got a plan, and I need to trust him. Why is it so hard for me to remember to trust God? Because like a few weeks ago, I was freaking out about not getting striker on the soccer team, and I've actually really liked being goalie. And then I was all scared to present my poem to the class, but that turned out okay too. I even stood up to my friends on the bus about the whole candy thing, and a couple other kids thanked me for saying something. I probably saved a bunch of us from getting in trouble. God has been with me the whole time. I need to trust him with Ben and Eli and pretty much everything. Because he's God, you know? Thanks, God, for putting up with me. I'm gonna really try to trust you. And if a spot opens up on the robotics team, you do know who to call. Amen. Okay, guys, one more time, find somewhere to write this down so we can remember. I can trust God no matter what. I'm gonna write it on my homework folder because I might need to spend a little bit more time doing that after school. All right, see you guys. Bye.